best thing.
In many ways, that's why we can't really rely on apps and stuff like that all the time. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it as much as, because it's like on some level you have to look at that person and say with conviction, this is my person, I'm good. There has to be a closure, dude, if it's gonna be commitment. That's why I couldn't commit, because I was like, I'm not ready to close off. No, there's still plenty out there. Now with my 3 fitness, faith, and family, that came through hard knocks, where it's like now I could say, okay, am I attracted to this woman? Yes. Is she into fitness? Yes. Is she into faith? Does she have a good heart with the Lord? Yes. Does she love her family? Do they love her? Is it a good? Yes. I'm not gonna look at that like, oh, whatever. I'm gonna say, this is a special person. I'm done. Like, I'm not gonna go like, oh, this could be. Okay, be honest with yourself. Is that everyone? Oh, fitness, faith, and family. Everyone. Next, right? No, it's not true. But if someone has, that's what I'm saying. If you can align your values with another person and say, and then help them. It doesn't mean that you're going to do the work for them. But if you can say, look, I honor your struggle in developing these things, and you honor mine. But it's like sometimes in relationships, people are into S&M, like power games, like you were saying, like give and take. They're just taking and they're not giving back into the relationship.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, and it's not that I have this negative aspect of dating, and I'm not like a man hater. I know there's a lot of really good men out there. But I don't even know. I don't even know if it's the dating pool here. I don't know if it's just like the type of men that I end up coming into contact with.
Maybe look, honestly, it could be
everybody tells me to move. So everybody tells me not to live in the valley, that I'm not gonna find
maybe you and me
here based off of like the type of person that I am, that the minute that I move somewhere else, like I'm gonna find somebody. But I mean, it shouldn't even come down to that.
But what if it is? But what if the truth of the matter is that they're just not here no more?
They're just not here no more. Where did they go?
They've all been taken. You know, they got married young. The women that were 22, 24, they locked them down. They gave them that good ass, you know, and they, you know, had kids, and now they're done. Yeah.
So, that's just too weird. Well, and then I think of, and then I self-reflect, right? And then
why is that weird? That's totally.
It's just weird. Like, it's like saying like there's thousands of men in the valley, and like I can't even find like a handful that are like good quality because they're all taken. Never.
Okay, like for example, right across, you know, like right here where my hands are pointing, there's people there. There's like 3 people over there, you know? Mm-hmm. I mean, is anyone, I don't know what you're going to say. Is there anyone over there that you could say, oh, that's a good looking guy? They're not going to know. They're never going to know. No one even knows where we're at. So is there anyone over there that you think, that's a good looking guy?
Yes, one.
Okay, so let's just say that person. What would you do right now? I mean, tell them, hey, look, we're having a discussion on dating, and you know, like what would make this like taking out carnal pleasure and just fucking? You know, obviously that's not gonna lead to a long-term relationship per se. If it's just based on that, it's just not. Everyone agrees that it's not. It's just not. So the question is, what would make it work for you? Is it faith? He has to have faith. A man of faith. Like you started the conversation with that's now what you look for.
Yeah,
so
be a person of faith and be a good person.
Is the guy you're maybe, or some of the people you're dating right now into faith?
No.
The people right now.
They say they're Christians, but they don't act like it. Like anybody can say they're Christians.
Is that you judging? I'm pushing.
No, because they are very selfish. That's not like a Christian quality. They're very judgmental. That is not a Christian quality. They don't go to church. Like they're not living out their lives like to show me like, oh yeah, that's a person of faith.
Oh, you're saying that they're just saying it.
Yeah, they're saying it. Anybody can say it. I can easily say it, and you don't even know what I do.
You're saying kind of like yeah. Like yeah, I'm Christian.
Have to embody those values and like live their life like.
If for example,
like show it.
Like if you were to tell me right now, Jacob, let's pray. Okay, let's pray. Like it's not like, yeah. Like it's okay. You're bullshitting yourself. You're bullshitting me because I said let's do it, and now you're not doing it, so you're full of shit. That makes sense. But if a Christian can say, let's pray, they're going to go like, I'd love to pray with you. Like, because it's in their heart.
Yeah.
Right? Something like that. That's what I got from what she said. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, people's personalities are just so complicated, and what's annoying is like you can be dating somebody for a period of time, and then all of a sudden they're just not like that, and they just do it to attract attract the opposite sex too.
You're saying they're playing games.
Yes, and that's all that dating is, and it's so exhausting.
It's been I think my quest to give my life to the Lord was sort of me saying I'm putting up the games. That was my public announcement.
I don't do that.
Like in other words, if you want to play
play
games,
with somebody's feelings.
if you want to play games and seduce by seeming a certain way, I would recommend using the Lord. Like at least if you're gonna play games and you're gonna use little lingerie or whatever you're using to seduce somebody, I would suggest don't use the Lord. Like, don't be like, look, I'm gonna tell people I'm Christian so that they want to have sex with me. Like that's pretty sad.
Well,
I'm just saying. Oh, it does happen?
yes, there's a lot of like wannabe Christians, or like you see all these men on Facebook, like they're like super fuck boys, and then they'll like post like a quote about being a Christian, or they'll check in a church, and it's the same thing. Like guys talk shit about girls that they know are just like loose women or something, and then you see all these women posting all these Christian quotes and like God this, God that, checking in church, and like people get judged and called out on that because they're not living in like a Christian way, and people know that. So it's like at the same time you can't just say like, oh, I'm a person of faith, I believe in God, and then you're living like a hot mess.
Okay, let's just say me. If I thought a woman wasn't really in her heart with the Lord, would I think, is there a part of you that thinks, well, maybe they'll go to the Lord later? Because in a way, like, I think to myself, it's like, look, I got to be honest with myself. If this woman here, in her heart, there was one quote that goes, the way you date someone is the way you should expect for them to stay. Because people don't necessarily change just because you're dating them.
Yeah.
So if you're dating somebody and they're not a person of faith, and like, something about this person, you don't have to judge them, but just your intuition, like, I don't know. Maybe they're like, oh, let's say I meditate for my faith, and if they were to tell me, why do you meditate? I'd be like, this relationship's over. Like, in other words, because the question begets that question would reveal to me the entire lack of understanding.
Yeah.
It's like if they were to tell me, that's okay, faith done, my value is done. If they were to say, why do you eat vegetables? I'd be like, this relationship's over. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, you cannot ask a stupid question without it revealing some sort of lack of understanding.
Yeah.
Like,
now I'm telling you, like, I don't get it. I don't get how people find each other. I don't get how they end up together. I don't get how women trap men to be in relationships. Like, I don't get it. Like, I feel like I should start playing games, and that's going to bring me further along.
Okay, you brought up a great point. So, okay, how are you going to do it? How are you going to play a game? Let's see.
I don't even know how. Like, I don't know.
I'm telling you, the last thing I would do to play a game is to tell people I'm Christian. Like, that's just the last thing I would do. Because who says, oh, that person's Christian, that's so naughty. Like, I don't know. Like, people like naughty things to seduce. They like leather. They like candle wax. They like nipple clamps. They like things. They like spankings. That's naughty. That's not.
But that's not commitment. That's not relationship.
I'm just saying.
That's like physical.
I'm just saying. But that's what I would talk about if I wanted to seduce. I'm just saying.
And see, that's the difference, though. I'm not looking to seduce somebody. Like, I'm looking to find my companion, and that's different. Like, yeah, if I wanted to fuck around and mess around and be doing all this stuff, easily. That's easy to do. But finding, like, a real, true companion, that is where...
What do you stand for? You teach kids. You told me you're a teacher. What do you stand? I stand for fitness and the Lord and success and advocate and doing good things. I stand for these things. What do you stand for?
I stand for God, being a good Christian, helping others, being a empathetic person, being helpful. Those are the things that I stand for.
When you pray, because this is a new thing I'm studying, it's as of last night, and I've heard of it, but Guru Yogananda wrote, when you pray to God, don't pray as a beggar, like, please, Lord, please, like almost like pleading. He writes, you're a child of God. You can demand your inheritance from the Lord, like not as a beggar, but as his child, like, Father, bring to me. That's a statement, not out of some disalignment of self, where it's like, and these little alignments of self, again, that's where see how it becomes offensive. If I were to think about it, if I'm dating someone, they're like, well, why do you pray, or why do you meditate? And it's like, you've offended my entire being right now. Like, in other words, so that's what I'm saying. Like, right? That person right there is like, okay, you just offended my entire existence. So this relationship's probably not gonna work.
Exactly. And that's literally how I end up not talking to somebody anymore, because they offend like a piece of who I am, and I guess not knowing, not directly like offending me.
Last time that happened is what? Like what? Give me like what?
It really messes with me, and I just completely like.
I've offended you. I've offended you on some levels sometimes, but I don't think